We are the auntie and uncle of the day. We were out here popping with no mic. Welcome to the last episode of season 2. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I am your host, Risikat Okedeyi, and this is One-on-One Live. And today we have the great Kaimbr.
What's up, y'all?
We're going to talk all kinds of things, but y'all, let me show you this. Let me just show you what I've gotten the chance to experience today. Boom. He's about to take us through all sorts of eatery. Watch me work. See, all of this. This is what we're doing today. So we're being fancy. And this is my camera, holding it down. So we're going to get into it. Thank you for those that are joining us. I know that some of y'all are a little late to the party, so I'm sure you people will be showing up later. But we're very excited for this brunch edition, and we're going to get into it. So,
what's up?
How you doing? You don't come to the house and cook. He had an apron on, y'all.
Apron on.
Let me take his glasses off. I can't watch myself with glasses. It's too much. It's too many things. There's too many things happening. It's just too much. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling amazing. I ain't got up at 7 o'clock in a long time now.
You were pretty chipper for 7 o'clock in the morning.
I was listening to the new recording, so I was like, "Oh, I get to ride and listen to the new music."
Right, test it out in the car speakers.
It's nothing like a 7:30 a.m. ride.
I love it.
Rolling up in your hood,
rolling up, right?
Blasting
at 7 a.m. on a Sunday on the Lord's Day. So, talk to me. I first saw you doing the pizzas.
Yeah.
And I was like, first of all, I love the name of the show, Copious Amounts. That's brilliant.
Shout out to Gadget.
Yes. Gadget, you're awesome.
Skype Williams.
It's beautifully shot.
Thank you.
And I immediately got jealous because I was like, I want to be on Kaimbr's show. So I called Kaimbr up because I was like, okay, I need something to end the season with. And I was like, you know what? I was like, hey, Kaimbr, I want to be on your show, but since I can't be on your show yet, can you just come be on my show and you can cook something? He was like, sure. And this is how we got here.
And I told you could come to the show.
Oh, and I'm coming to the show.
I tell you, a large percent of the people that's been on the show have asked to be on the show.
Nice.
And we just was like, of course.
Right.
Because it's a family show.
Right.
So we want family there.
It's really, so one of the things I love is how as artists, we're all our trajectories are expanding.
Yes.
So, let's take it back 10 years. Did you think Kaimbr would be cooking?
No, not at all.
Right.
At home.
Right.
Frying chicken.
Right. I can't fry chicken.
Yeah, you can.
No, I really can't.
Oh, then we're going to fry chicken on Copious Amounts.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not good at it.
Really?
I can't tell when it's done. And I'm Nigerian, so we just throw it in the fire. We don't all this extra things you people put on it with the coating and stuff. That's not necessarily how we do it.
I just fry it.
You just boom,
right, as is.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it, but even I can't do that right. So I was a queen in my former life. I had people to do that for me.
I learned this technique on how to fry chicken.
Okay,
and I've been using it for probably a little over a year now.
Okay,
I used to fry it a certain way,
right,
with the lid off.
Okay,
but now it's like
the lid's got to be on.
Well. Real hot, throw it in there, boom, lid right on.
Okay.
8 minutes later, take the lid off.
Okay.
Toss it. 10 minutes.
And it's good.
But the heat is 375.
See, you out here with thermostats and stuff.
Then it drops to 350.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
I got to have a thermometer and all that stuff. I got to figure all these things out.
Killer Cow, Rare Essence came through. Copious. I made a fried chicken and mumbo sauce sandwich.
Oh, nice.
And I bought this deep fryer, and I'm deep frying the chicken, getting it ready.
Right.
And the first batch, I was like, this isn't my fried chicken. And then they ate a couple pieces. They was like, we don't care. We want this fried chicken. Then I fried some more pieces and I was like, oh, we got some good chicken.
Okay.
So
okay.
It's tough. You would think it would be an easy
a skill
thing.
set. It's a skill set. Everybody doesn't have this. It's like grits.
I love that we talking about fried chicken on a Sunday.
This is what we're doing.
Hey, y'all.
People are okay. Let me. Now, I ain't got my glasses on, and I'm out here conducting on several levels. Hey, Dana.
Dana Walker. Greetings, family. Peace.
How you doing, my love? Hopefully the family is managing. Please send a lot of love and light to Dana. She is an amazing helpmate on the back end. She does all the guest inquiries, and she recently had a loss, and so sending out a lot of love to you. I'm actually surprised that you were able to come and check this out. So thank you for tuning in. Always a champ for that. So you are Al Green, aka Kaimbr, aka low budget. When I met you, it was like low budget crew.
boom, taking over the city,
doing y'all thing. DMV holding it down. And I love that you continue to do music.
Yes.
Do you think you'll ever stop?
Oh man, I think it's gonna be an 80-year-old Kaimbr in the studio.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way.
Like producing a house track.
I love it. Right.
Doing something fun.
Right.
I love to create. Mm-hmm. I think we talked about that earlier. Like I've embraced creating, and no matter what that may be. So if it's music, if it's food,
right.
I'd be at the house trying to create landscapes, Roddy and I, shout out to Roddy. Create clothing, and he does 90% of it, but he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, I love it.
I like it. So you're basically Puffy in that situation.
Let's go with
it. Let's go. That's producer credit. Boom.
Give it to me. Yeah, but I don't know if I'll ever stop doing music.
Okay, so I've been having this really interesting conversation about Gen X and why I think we are the world's greatest generation.
For sure.
Because we are hybrids. We remember before and after technology.
Right.
Okay, I'm making sure because that we can be heard. Okay. And then I'm also impressed with when I think about the music that was created during our lifespan, we have run the gamut.
Yeah.
And I think because of how we were kind of people refer to Gen Xers as the invisible generation.
Right.
I think we're like cicadas.
Think like after when we come
out, it's like, boom, you're going to have to deal. And I do feel that we're going to see more 40 plus people out here in the creative space who are killing the game.
Yeah.
Because we're rested. Right. We're rested.
Right.
And because we have been able to make do in so many ways. Like we've had to learn to make do.
I agree with you on the generation because, I think about, the things that I was able to witness growing up.
Yeah.
Like to be able to say I witnessed hip hop evolve growing up. It's a huge statement.
Right.
I witnessed Jordan jumping from the free throw line. We have so much greatness that we've just seen. Like we know what it looks like. We know what it feels like. So for us, we want to feel more of it.
Or, I was talking shout out to Mercy and Lola. We had a little gathering yesterday. And I think Lola said it. I remember when you could actually meet people at the gate when they flew in.
Oh, yeah.
Where you could actually go through security.
Right.
And meet your friends, your loved ones at the gate.
Yeah. And now you can't.
Right. So there are things that we've experienced that there are generations that will never understand this concept of waiting for something to drop and having to go buy the album from the record store.
Yeah. And then go home and play it.
Right.
Or tape.
Put it in.
And you can't just skip the song.
Right. You had to listen to the whole thing.
Let it play.
Because, if you fast forward, you're going to miss the next track.
But that's what I think what made albums so beautiful is from the creator standpoint, it's, you have to create a project of work that just keeps the listener.
Right.
And yeah, you're right.
So I think 80-year-old Kaimbr rapping makes a lot of sense to me.
I would love to be rapping at 80. I don't know what I might be rapping about.
Maybe, Dentures and Diapers.
Let's go.
That's the album. Dentures and Diapers. Let's go.
I like it. It'll be my 100th body of work. Out here.
Oh my goodness.
Calling it all depends.
Call it all depends.
Like that.
It all depends.
It all depends.
So, needless to say, when the guests are in the studio, I am a complete fool. So y'all better just get ready. Like this is my first time being able to do this with someone next to me. It feels good. I think I might keep it this way. We shall see.
Season finale, son.
This is what we're doing. If we're gonna leave the people, we gotta leave them with something to think about.
And as the world's opening up, I think it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
We get to be together. And you've been my homie for so long.
I know.
And a supporter.
I love you guys.
I
love you guys. I absolutely love you guys. Yeah. We were talking about so the One Mic Festival that we did with the Kennedy Center years back.
Yeah.
I remember hosting I wanted to give Low Budget its flowers because I just felt like as a crew, you all were operating in this you were like this amorphous thing that got where everyone had you were the Wu-Tang of the DMV.
For sure.
In the way that you operated. And I remember how geeked you all were. It's when I'm not gonna lie, there's something about Black men feeling excited about who they are because I see it in Black women all the time. As Black women, at least in the circles that I roll in, we roll up on each other. We give each other our flowers.
Right.
I get praise and give praise to my sisters all day long, but not so much. I don't see that happening in the space where men are sometimes.
For sure.
And usually it's after somebody's died or somebody got real sick. Yeah. And you want to sit up here and do all this stuff. And I was like, no, I have an opportunity. Let's do it. And it was so, watching you all get so excited about talking about your journey. I have to tell you, that was really powerful.
It was special. That was like, my mom was at that event.
Yeah. It was packed.
My kids were there.
Yeah.
It was emotional. Mm-hmm. I sat next to YU, and Roddy and Slim Cat. And it was like, dope. It was a beautiful, beautiful experience. Thank you for that.
Listen, I was happy to do it.
And, in saying that, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like now, like being back with my brothers, we've been working, over the past year, and we just did a copious amount, and Judah came through. And we've been working out of his studio for the past year now. And, I gave them roses on the show, and
I have to watch that episode.
You should definitely check it out because, I took quotes from Sean Bourne's rhymes, roasted quail with Henny, and we flambéed this like asparagus, and but at the end no one knew it, and I was like, before we go, like let's give everyone their flowers, and to see Gadget hold his head down in disbelief, it's like I'm all about celebrating my brothers and sisters right now, but especially my brothers, because you're absolutely right, like it's almost normal now that we tell each other that we love each other when we see each other. Yeah, we text, and I want to embrace that, and I want my brothers to embrace that, especially the younger generation. There's nothing wrong with telling your brother that you love him.
Tell your brothers that you love them.
Yeah, for sure. They need it. They want it.
How has the pandemic changed you?
It's given me freedom.
Okay.
We talked about it a little bit, but it gave me freedom from a standpoint that, you think that success sometimes equals a monetary value. That's how I thought about life for a long time. I thought it was, monetary, and it's not. It's mental. And to be able to say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I want to do, and put that out for the world to see. The universe has done a beautiful job of coming around me and putting me in this space where I can be free. And in that freedom, my brothers are feeling it, and they're seeing it because it's tangible. And it's, Lauryn Hill said it best. You want to see something happen, like write it down on a piece of paper, and make that thought reality, because that transforms into something else. So the pandemic, it gave me a time where I was able to be with my family all the time. I was able to create music. I was able to share ideas, and I didn't have to worry about a 9 to 5. I was literally, hey, this is what you need to do. So found different ways to make income, got to do some really cool things. And, it pushed me to say, hey, like, don't forget to be yourself. And don't get lost in, trying to make that dollar, because, you can't get time back. And it leveled the playing field. We talked about this. Yes. And I thought that was I loved how you said that. So, this idea that everybody's home. So I don't know what your living room's doing, but this is what my living room's doing. This is what my studio's doing. So I just have to rock with what I have. Yeah, for sure. I definitely, like I said earlier, everybody was on the same playing field. I get it. I'm not going to be as successful as the next man. But it's also someone that's also looking at me saying, well, I want to be where Kaimbr's at. When Kaimbr's like, well, I want to be where, Jay-Z is at, or whoever it may be. For me, it was like, no, just be where you are, and be the best of that space. Exactly. So, and that's all I've done is say, hey, just be the best you can be. And that freedom and being on the same playing field is like, okay, well, if I got to show up, I'm going to show up at the studio. I'm going to put out a project. Gadget's going to meet me on Mondays. I'm calling Roddy. He's going to come take pictures. We're going to bring the team together. And, I felt safe about it because we were all at home. Let me tell you something. The amount between you guys, Dirty Church, Roddy, like the sheer amount of content you all put out during the pandemic, I swear every time I felt like every time I went on
IG, there was a new video for me to see.
Right.
And it was just, Roddy knows how I feel about the way he shoots. Yes. I love the way Roddy shoots.
For sure.
It's so clean.
Yeah.
And I was like, these brothers are not playing.
No.
Like you had an audience because we were all at home. It's the beauty of the pandemic was you could distract yourself with all kinds of things.
Right.
But even though the production value, I think when Trevor Noah shooting the Daily Show from his house. Wasn't the Daily Show. With his pandemic afro.
Right.
It is what it is, right? So if the Daily Show is having to do that, then everybody has a chance because what are you going to do? And you all were putting out visuals that were just through the roof.
Yeah, we went at it. We went to parks. We shot wherever we could, whatever we could get into.
Right.
It was like, oh, can we do this? All right, come on, let's go shoot. Is this guy going to follow us around for the next 10 minutes?
Probably.
Yeah. And we let him follow us around.
Right.
And then he says, oh, why do you have that hat on? And I was like, because that's my baseball team and we won the World Series. You done?
Right.
Peace out. Let me get my rapidy rap on.
Hey, Kels. Hey, Mercy. I see folks are here. I ain't got my glasses on. Okay. So we going to.
What's up, y'all?
Let me see what the comments are saying.
Right, let's see.
You were able to find a ton of
fried chicken. There we go. Amen.
Amens to fried chicken. So so y'all are gonna have to bear with me as I do a whole bunch of stuff. So shout out to Kelly Thomas, aka Cleveland Brown. You better not be crying.
She told me you was crying on the episode.
Crying, child. I was like, don't you cry.
Of course, I remember. Shout out to Cleveland Brown. I remember y'all had me at the studio in Lanham, and y'all did an interview, and it was a podcast. I can't remember what it was, but she was handling the boards.
Yes, it was. It was the internet radio show. That was so much fun. Yeah. Kelly was amazing as a producer, as an engineer producer.
I would never seen her in that light, and she was like, "Yo, got you queued up, ready to go." No, I was like, DJ Cleveland Brown out here.
She was so good at it, and then she couldn't do it anymore. And I was like, I can't do this by myself. So yeah. You were a budding little DJ pup. Indeed, she was killing it. She was really good at it.
Yeah,
all these talents, man. When you start cooking,
man, I've been cooking my whole life.
Okay,
but I really started cooking again during this time at home. Mm-hmm. I bought home like 50-pound bag of flour because we were taking product from the restaurants.
Which you didn't want to spoil, right? Okay.
And so I come in the house with this flour, and they're like, well, "What are you gonna do with this flour?" And I'm like, "Well,
was it self-rising or just flour?"
It was. I think it was all purpose. It was pizza flour.
Pizza, right? Yeah, right.
So, I was like, "We're gonna make bread. We're gonna make pizzas. We're gonna make pasta."
Right.
And we made it all from scratch.
Oh,
so goodness. My kids got to experience it. My fiance, mm-hmm. She loves to eat. Mm-hmm. She comes from a Dominican, Guatemalan culture. So she's making, the 3 punches is what, mm-hmm. The nickname of it is, but it's like plantains and like mango and all these and so I'm learning from her.
Right.
I'm going on YouTube, looking up recipes. And so, I went real heavy in the kitchen because there's nothing else to do.
What else you gonna do?
So at 3:00, I make a cocktail and start prepping and say, "Hey, this is what we're gonna make for dinner."
Right, I love it.
The kids love it. They say, "Oh, what's for dinner tonight?" And I'm like, "Well, we're making General Tso's chicken." And it's like, why call the carryout when we can do it ourselves?
So what were you eating before the pandemic? What did your diet look like before the pandemic?
Chicken and rice.
Right.
Different forms of it. Curry chicken and rice. The black chicken and rice. You know what that is.
Right.
That boiled chicken, rice, seasoning.
Here.
Boom. No, I mean, I would cook. I love the grill. It's not that I didn't cook. I worked so much.
So, you didn't have time.
When I would come home, I would cook dinner sometimes, and I need to do something fast. Mm-hmm. If I was off, I would cook every now and then. The family would come over. I've always cooked, but I love the peace that it brings me.
Okay.
I love taking my time and just, really trying to work on stuff and get it right,
So how does this pandemic, which brews this spark of we're going to get in this album, we're going to do the studio, turn into copious amounts, which is essentially a cooking show?
So Gadget and I, he used to do this thing called Behind the Beats, and he would come to my house. Mm-hmm. I make a beat, we talk about it, and then we talk about topics and everything. So we always had like this great chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Gadget knows me outside of an artist.
Right.
He knew the potential for me on camera
mm-hmm.
would be big.
Mm-hmm.
I never kind of looked at it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he begged me to be like, yo, let's get in the restaurants. Let's do something because I know you have this talent that no one knows about.
Right.
So he was like, hey, let's do it. Let's do it. And the restaurants, we were closed on Monday and Tuesday. So I was like, hey, like, because of hours and everything, I actually have the space, got some approval to do it. And we went and filmed 1 or 2 episodes. And by the 3rd episode, we were like, oh, this seems kind of fun. And, you know, I was watching them and I was cringing because some things were out of focus. We couldn't hear our guests. You know, it was just, we were figuring things out. But then by the time we got to like our 5th episode, I want to say, we figured out so much. And like seeing myself on camera, I was like, I love this. And it was such a great response from my peers, and our phones started ringing and saying, hey, we want to come on your show, yada yada yada. And quarantine gave me the confidence to be like, okay, I'll put food in front of the world to see. But not only that, you know, people on the show, you know, to say, hey, like, this is who this guy is. We know him as Al. The world knows me as Kaimbr. So it was all Gadget's idea. And he literally showed up to the pizza spot and was like, we're going to call the show Copious Amounts.
It's a great name.
And I was like, I love it.
It's a great name.
And then the first one we shot, I literally was asking him, I'm like, what's the name of the show again? And he was Copious. Oh yeah, that's right. Copious Amounts. Like we didn't rehearse it.
Right.
And shout out to Jatai because, you know, I love Jatai. And at one point we had a conversation and he told me, he was like, when it comes to things like that, you don't necessarily plan it out. You just turn on the cameras, like turn it on and go do it. So
Jatai Lindsay?
Yeah.
Photographer.
Yes. And so I love Jatai. Yeah. Shout out to Jatai.
He's amazing.
He is amazing. And he's good for like little jewels like that. So when we approached it, I was like, hey man, let's just turn on the camera and do it. And we'll figure out the rest later because, you know, we had never shot a cooking show or even something that's longer than 30, 40 minutes. That's not streamed. Like something that we're actually going to record. So it was, we moved to the other spot that we shoot at now. And, you know, for 18 weeks, we filmed every week. And that was getting guests, getting menus together because people have dietary restrictions. So it's like, okay, what do we cook? Once everyone was trying to go vote, we had Sydney Harrison for District 9 come by and talk about the importance of voting. So it was a really, really dope outlet for us because also we were in the house. It was nothing to do. And then it was like, oh, well, now I have this content and people get to see me in a different light. So it was, you know, Gadget's idea, but I love him for it because.
Listen, we should all be blessed to have friends that can help us see past ourselves.
Right.
And to me, when I watch the show, you're a natural. Like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you're hilarious and you're always like, copious amounts, more cheese. And it's like, okay, let's go. I'm like, all right, more cheese.
Yeah.
And so there's a natural rhythm to the way the show works. I absolutely love the way that it's shot.
Yeah.
But I think that what you're talking about and something that the pandemic I definitely think helps bring out is that ecosystem.
Yeah.
That realization that in our circle, in our village, as you are, we all have people that have different skill sets that can actually help us be better. And if everybody contributes, then, you know, what is it? There's a saying that says, I learned this a couple years ago, that high tides raise all boats.
Right.
So you have this massive, like I love that. But then I know that it's not, you know, I know you're the guy in the front, you know, giving us all the good stuff. But I also know that Kaimbr's behind, and that Roddy and Gadget are behind, you know, behind the scenes shooting it.
Right.
And you can see how that collective is working.
Yeah.
And I think the pandemic, more so than anything, gave us space to kind of like sit with ourselves.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, doing that, it was a light that I saw in everyone's eyes. And Sean says that he was like, he loves being, you know, from behind the scenes because when those lights come on, he loves to see the artist spark. So when we run through Copious Amounts, it's very organic because we'll film the intro, we'll do like 3 of them.
Right.
They'll chop that up. But then after that, it's like, okay, boom, camera's on. And it's like, okay, well, what do I say now? And you know what?
Right.
Just go be yourself.
Right.
And that's that freedom that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we talked about is, you know, it's saying, hey, I'm going to just lay it all out on the line, because what do I have to hold back at this point, especially, you know, now, and being able to kick it with you and be here and be living and breathing in 2021.
And in the midst of this, you did an album called Nino Green.
We out here.
And I was listening. I was like, Nino got stuff going on.
Nino Green,
Green. Like, okay, talk to us about your alter ego. Like, you have so many. Like, it's funny because I remember, because, you know, I meant to bring it, and I'm so mad I forgot. I have the Al Green cassette tape.
Oh, let's go. The green tape.
The green tape.
Yeah.
I found it because I was cleaning up. I was like, oh my God, I have to remember to pack this. I forgot to pack it.
It's okay.
But I'm going to take a picture of it because I was like, this is the coolest thing. And I actually have a tape deck for which I can play. But I'm so afraid that that thing's going to eat it that I won't do it. So I'm like, nope, will not eat my tape. But I remember you doing the Al Green project.
Right.
And I think I might have asked you, like, well, my name is Al Green. I was like, really? Fascinating. And I was like, okay, but now we have Nino Green.
Yeah.
Who, if I remember correctly, was the drug dealer from Sugar Hill.
Was
it Sugar Hill?
In New Jack City.
New Jack City.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is happening? So talk to us about that project. Like, why Nino so angry? What's going on?
So I finished up the Black Earth album, and I was recording in Depth Charge Studios. And shout out to Howard B. Nuts.
Oh my God, Depth Charge. Jeez, the ways.
Right. And so we dropped that Cinco de Mayo of last year, May 5th. And so I was like, okay, I need to, you know, do something more creative. Sean Bourne, shout out to Sean Bourne, he went and bought MPC One. And he bought it because everyone was going home. He's like, I'll just go home and make beats. Right. So low budget collective. We've been on a ton of records together. He starts sending me these beats. And so at some point I'm like, okay, like this stuff is written. Let me call Depth Charge. Oh, we're not doing anything. And they weren't taking anybody. I was like, totally understand. But Judah had helped me finish out the Black Earth album. And being in his studio, it was lit up. It was lights everywhere, plaques. You know, Judah's the man, you know, from Tabby Bonet to everyone. You know, he's been a part of, you know, the scene for 20 plus years. And, you know, we met through food because he used to come to my restaurant. And he was like, yo, just come to the studio. And so going there, it was a lot different working with an engineer who wants to help develop you. Right. And I never would have thought at my age,
your big age,
I'd be being developed all over again. Right. And then I was like, well, here I am as an artist learning again. And I said, I have to get back in the studio. Okay. And so I told Sean, I was like, hey, I'm going to the studio. And Sean lived 2 hours away at the time. He was like Eastern Shore. And he was like, okay. And I was like, no, like I'm going next Friday. Right. So like, if you come or if you don't come, I don't care. Right. I'm going to go record these songs. Right. He's like, no, I'm coming. And I knew once I got him there, it was a wrap. It was going to be magic. And that's exactly what happened. We did our first session, 4-hour session. We knocked out 4 songs. That's impressive. Then we sent those songs out to like the team and everybody was like, oh no. And we had already had the album cover and we knew we wanted to call it Nino Green. And really because it's, we sell dope on record. Our records are dope. So with Nino Green, it's like, no, we're not selling this. We are the dope. Right. Black men, Black women. Right. We are the sauce. Right. Right. So here it is. And so the crew went crazy. The next session, everyone shows up. And we're like, okay, another 4-hour session. Crap jumps on the record. Dirty Church comes through, jumps on 3 records. Right. And in 4 hours, we knocked out 5 songs. I mean, you guys were literally, when everybody was like, we're going to stay inside and we're not going to do nothing. You people are out here just doing it. And let me tell you, we got COVID tests. Right. It was temperature checks. It was all of these things. We were masked up. We weren't masked up. We were taking a risk. We knew it that we were taking a risk. But at some point, the risk is there. Where's that risk factor fall in? Right. And so it's like, hey, you know, if we want to get this done, now's the time to do it. You know? It is, and it's quiet. You know, I mean, I spent a lot of time going to the grocery store. Yeah, just because, you know, of course, because it was just like it was quiet and people were home, and you felt like you could think a bit. I loved about the part you said about you thinking about being developed at
at your age, after everything that you've done, that there was still space for you to be developed.
Right.
I think it speaks more to you being open to being developed.
For sure.
And I think that there's something powerful about that. So part of our while he was cooking conversation, and this actually is a conversation that bleeds in from a conversation I had last night with my girls, Mercy and Lala. This idea that Gen X has so much to offer the world because of our ability to be hybrids.
Yeah.
And I wonder for you, when you think about the world opening back up,
mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that? Like, what does that do for your sense of productivity, creativity? Like, I think some people have a genuine fear that their lives, as they know it, will be snatched away from them and they'll have to go back to this terrible pre-pandemic thing. Right. How do you feel about it?
I feel that I know where I came from. I know where I am now. I feel that my quality of life has to depend on me. If I decide to go back and work 60 hours a week and give up everything that I've worked so hard for, that would be a disservice. I think for my staff to have them do it is a disservice. So it's now about balance. It's, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? How will I get there? I feel like that's going to be between me, God, and, me just pushing. Right. I just want to continue to be creative and to push and to pray and to have the faith that things are going to work out. And in that faith, I'm not going to live by it, but it's more so I'm going to push and push and push and push like I have all these years. But now it's I feel like I hold the steering wheel now. I'm in control of, myself. I'm in control of the music that I'm able to create. Right. But also it's, everyone that was, grinding and at it before the pandemic and on these big platforms, I try not to get down on myself to say, hey, when the world opens back up and you see these names and they shoot above you, don't let that stress you. Right. You need to do what you need to do to get where you want to be. And so it's, I don't think it's necessarily chasing success, but I want to embrace my fans. I want to embrace the people that do support me. Right. And I want to focus my energy on them. Right. My thing is like, I've got the 50,000 fan goal. If I can have 50,000 people that buy my music, that makes me $1 million. So I don't need 500,000 fans. Right. I want to embrace the people that do support me and eventually have them be my backbone, because I'm going to cater to them through Copious. I'm going to cater to them through music. I'm going to cater to them through giveaways and promos and just genuinely being like, thank you for supporting me, because you don't have to. Right. And I know that there are genuine fans of me out there and what I do. So in that, I thank them. And I think it'd be a disservice for me not to feed them, what they want. You know, if your artist paints, you want them to keep painting because you enjoy their work. So I just want to keep painting. I just want to keep creating and, just keep moving and eventually move into a space where I can create solely. And, it's coming. That's my goal.
Do you think that fandom has changed as a result of the pandemic?
I think fandom has changed as a result for streaming. Okay. For an artist, it's tough when everything is available for free. You want to listen to Nino Green, boom, you just.
I did it. Right. I was like, I need to buy the album.
Right. But that's okay because it's other ways to get them to support you. So I'm okay. I'm okay if you never buy my music. Right. But buy my cookbook. Right. Or
come
one
to
of my
show.
aprons.
Right.
Throw me a cash app.
Right.
Whatever it may be. I just want to make sure that stream of income is in line with, where I want to go in life. So.
All right. I'm loving these. Thank you, Kels, for all this. Need more cheese. Hey, Maria Luz. Just making sure that we're good with the chat. So can we talk? Because I'm hungry.
All right. Yeah.
And I've been staring at this food like, okay. So I'm gonna give y'all some camera action, some sexy camera action.
Let's go.
All right. All right. So I'm going to show you what the good Chef Kaimbr has been doing. All right. So take us through what you made today.
Okay. So I wanted to do I like making sandwiches.
Right.
It's like my thing.
I have a nephew who makes every day a sandwich.
So we're gonna make some sandwiches, but we're gonna plate it a little fun. So I took some French toast here.
Okay.
You're gonna help.
I took
some French toast.
Okay.
And basically, we'll take one of these. I'll put it there.
Okay.
Go ahead and grab one. Boom. There you go. All right. So some French toast, and then I also made some chicken sausage.
Okay.
And red pepper, like omelets.
I love
it.
I
want to put those right on top.
Okay.
Here. Okay. Now, what I wanted to do is I wanted to make almost like a sandwich, but I want to plate it like sushi.
Okay.
Okay. So now this is where we'll have some fun. All right. So we're gonna take some of these greens.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put them right on top.
Fancy.
Like right,
already looks like a $300 plate of food that I'll be hungry with a couple hours later.
What we'll also do is we'll take a little mint leaf.
Okay. And I love these.
The tongs.
These tongs are awesome.
I bought these from my bar because of the pandemic, and the guys were just grabbing fruit with their hands.
Okay.
And we got these, and I was like, oh, these are sexy. So I got some for myself.
I love it.
Okay. So now what we're going to do is going to take a little bit sugar.
Okay.
Toss it right on top of it. There you go.
Okay. This is so much fun.
This is fun, right?
Oh my God.
Yep.
I'm having a great time.
So we have a Chinese omelet.
Okay.
And I took some maple syrup.
Okay.
And some fresh blackberries. And I just muddled them in there. So now we have a maple blackberry syrup. So like super fun brunch stuff.
Oh my God, this looks like a $300 plate. I love it.
Right on
I'm gonna drizzle. I'm gonna let you drizzle.
Little drizzle, little bling blow. Garnish hand game is strong.
Okay, so here's the thing. So when I think about chefs and the chefs that are most engaging, they usually have like a way with words that just really gets people excited.
Yeah.
And you are so much fun to listen to when you cook.
I love it. It's never on a cooking show has the guests, shout out to Grab Lover, I was sprinkling, I was making Rasta pasta and I'm sprinkling cilantro and stuff. He's like, come on, gangster. Come on, gangster. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, folks.
Right.
Come on,
gangster.
So come on, gangster. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
All right. So
okay.
I got some beautiful edible flowers. And what I want to do is we'll put one on top.
Oh, that's so cute.
And you can pick whatever one you want.
Purple.
Yeah, beautiful.
Because it's like crown chakra. Let's
okay. So now
so
we'll have a lot of fun.
Okay.
So I've learned that watching different chefs, there are no rules.
Okay.
The rules are taken out.
Yes.
So let's take out all the rules.
Okay.
And you take this.
Okay.
I'll take some blackberries.
Okay.
And let's just put them wherever we want.
Okay.
Okay.
I've never played it before. This
doesn't
is so
matter.
exciting.
So just make sure you spread them out.
Oh. How you gonna tell me it doesn't matter and then try to dictate where my raspberries should be?
Well, I mean, you put one right there. Nobody can see that. Come on, girl. Put
okay.
it right
All right.
here.
My bad.
All right. No, I'm joking. Put it wherever you want. I love it. Okay. Now we'll leave that there. All right. Now we'll take some of our flowers.
Okay. Oh,
same thing.
Okay, we'll decorate.
Same thing.
But
again,
this is so pretty.
There are no rules. The rules are what you want them to be.
I like them to be a community.
You have the community of flowers.
The community
and see
of flowers.
How we have our own thing going on?
Yes. It's like a little
perfect
food sculpture garden.
Now we'll take some of these.
Oh my God, this is so cute.
We'll just fill in some of those white spaces.
Fill in the white spaces, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on.
Because they take up too much space. All right.
And
so what do you all think? Pretty, right?
We'll take some of this and we'll just make it snow everywhere. Okay.
All right, Snow Bay. Look at this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
Boom, boom. So this is what, like a $50 brunch plate.
Amen. For some bread and eggs. Bread, eggs, and flowers.
So you can make this at home.
$89.99 on special.
On special.
But for you.
Oh, look at this tea towels. I love this. Is nice.
Oh, thank you. Cute. And then I'll just take some of this and just drizzle right along the plate, just like that.
That is so pretty.
And boom, there we go.
Okay.
And
so we have.
All right, so French toast with a French baguette.
Right.
Japanese omelet, red peppers, yellow peppers, orange peppers, chicken sausage, eggs.
Yep.
We have.
So where does one get edible flowers from?
My boy.
Okay.
His name's Jumpin' Jack Flash. No, I'm joking. You can go to like Restaurant Depot, Amazon.
Oh wow. Okay.
Somewhere. I mean,
so you don't buy it at a regular store?
No.
Okay.
You got to know. Of course, I'm gonna take a picture.
You should, because this is kind of cute.
And there we are. So after we do all this, we're gonna get super black, and we're gonna pick it up with our hands.
Yes, because I was gonna be like, all right, let's do this. Right. Okay, ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay.
All right, so let's grab that.
Okay.
And let's do it.
All right.
Cheers.
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 Oh wow, that's good. So I purposely didn't wear lipstick because I wanted to be able to eat. Shout out to people who had like, where's your lipstick? Listen, this is the eating show. Oh wow, that's really good.
Thank you.
It never occurred to me because I'm not a French toast person. Because I've never understood the whole idea of French toast.
Right.
But watching the baguettes, watching you make it was really fun.
I like to do sweet, savory combinations of food. So this will get our acidity from our berries. So you pop a berry in. That gives it some freshness too while you're eating it. A lot of fun. What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah?
I want to end the show so I could like finish eating because I'm trying to be cute and eat, but I guess I got more questions for you.
You ain't got to be cute.
I love this. This is so much fun.
You were saying earlier, you know, that we don't want to get no belly shots. But you said something I love.
Listen.
Hey, tell them. Let them know.
You people will get the body that you give it. So you give people the body that they're gonna get this summer. Nobody's worried about anybody's body. Everybody's fluffy.
Everybody got an excuse.
But you will get the body. The beach will get the body I give it this summer.
You know what? I ain't mad. I gotta get ready though. I got a wedding to prepare.
But you got till November. You'll be all right.
I do. I keep saying that. I said that 9 months ago, and now we have 5 months away, and I'm like, we ain't changed.
What did you think about Will Smith's posting of his dad bod?
I was like, man, this N-word still look better than I do.
I feel like he was exaggerating. I'm like, that ain't all you. That ain't all you.
No, he looked great.
He looked fantastic. I thought it was great. It was funny. I was talking to my trainer about it, and I said, I think we assume, maybe unfairly, that men don't, because a man can have a dad bod and still get a babe. Even if you don't have money, let's not assume that they have to have money.
It's all about game.
It is all about game. Women, on the other hand, feel like we're pressured into, fitting a certain type of thing, and it gets tricky. So I thought it was really cool that he did that.
For sure. I think women are extra hard on themselves sometimes because from a man's perspective, we like women. And all kinds of women. It's somebody, you got a little something right there.
Oh, thank you.
On the top. I think you got it. There we go.
It's
a little sugar. I know. A little powder. A little powder. It's that Nino.
We're behaving.
But it's somebody for everybody, man. It's
and sometimes there's two somebodies for everybody.
Other guys ain't gonna like what I like.
Right.
I don't care what you like. Because you got to go home and sleep with them. So I will hope that you go home and be happy and not worry about what I think or what anybody thinks. So to all y'all out there, all y'all beautiful black women, y'all beautiful. White women.
Well, we don't have to do it. We can just...
We leave it at that?
Let's just box it with the blacks.
Boom. Just like that.
We're going to box it with the black women.
Blow.
No disrespect or disregard. Black and brown, let's go to town.
Because all y'all black and brown for real. Go sit in the sun for 30 minutes.
There you go. All right. We're good for time. So when we think about the restaurant, we lost a lot of places.
Yeah.
DC is really suffered in terms of what's not coming back.
Yeah.
And just from as someone who works on the inside of that, what does it look like? Like is this a good opportunity for somebody who might be wanting to try their hand at it? Like, because there is a sense of, because so many things have shut down, this might be a great opportunity for you to come in and, carpet bag.
I think for the major thing that's hit the restaurant industry was closing. And not just the restaurant industry. I want to extend it, the hospitality industry. the hotels, the bars, the nightclubs. Excuse me. I think the world eyes opened up when they said, "Oh, you can't go out to eat anymore,"
right?
Because that's what the world does,
right?
Everywhere. You talk about, Bob's Shack in Alaska that all the locals come to,
right?
They can't go there.
They can't go no more, right?
It affected everyone. Right. So now with it opening back up, a lot of the hospitality employees and staff, they got a quality of life, including myself, that you normally don't get in the restaurant industry. So a lot of people are choosing not to come back to the restaurant industry. So yes, perfect time to open up something. Right. I think, yes, perfect time to go chase it. Staffing is going to be an issue.
Yeah, staffing is definitely going to be an issue.
It's going to be an issue. Amongst other things, the price of food is increasing.
Yeah. Is there really a chicken shortage?
No. It's the number one produce in the world. Ain't no chicken shortage. What, chickens, lay at least one egg every day? Come on now. You got 12 chickens? You good.
I actually wanted to raise my own chickens.
Really?
I did. No. But then I give them names. I wouldn't be able to kill them.
You wouldn't be able to.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, we had a couple of comments. Oh my God, I love my people.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so let's go. So
all right, let's go.
All right, so you know what? Oh God, everybody enjoying. All right, so I can't see y'all, so we're just gonna talk about it.
Okay, come on.
So Kelly was like, "You are seriously a natural. Love the show. Love you too."
Thank you.
Kels also said, "What y'all cook?" And then you told them.
Okay.
And then Maria Luz was like, "Oh dag." Miriam is jealous.
Don't be jealous.
Hadia was like, "Y'all are next level. I'm late."
That Hadia, my homie?
That's your Hadia, homie, yes. Miriam then said, "I want all the things, and all the things are yours." And then Miriam was like, "I claim that Cat's Corner gets a syndicated contract, and I love in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's go. Yes. Syndicated properly with people who can run the camera so I could just be cute." Dia says, "Come on, plating," and then she asked me if I took pictures. He took pictures, so we have that.
I took one picture.
No rules is a rule. I totally agree.
Right.
Maria Luz is giving us smiley faces, and then Miriam says whiteness takes up too much space. Look a message. See, I be dropping gems whenever I can. At least Perry is hungry. Mercy wants a class.
Okay. Nice.
You know I love a workshop.
Okay.
Mercy's running to Amazon.
Okay.
We need a flower plug. So Miriam says we got to get a flower plug.
Plug?
Yeah. So we need to make sure. Maybe Kaimbr's edible flowers? I don't know.
Maybe Kaimbr's edibles. You never know. So Hadia, somebody photographed them good. Yes, I was dancing, so it was good. And Elise said, "Can you talk about how the over saucing of dishes of some popular cookeries looks not so tasty? Can you, when is it too much sauce?" So in our area, it's all kind of sauce.
It's all kind of sauces.
And we like sauce.
We do. And I don't understand the obsession us have with sauces.
We like
because we season. So I don't understand why we need sauce.
So yes, their over saucing is become, they like a lot of sauce.
Who's they?
Us.
Do we like a lot of sauce?
No.
I don't think so.
Not at all.
If you season it, then you ain't got to sauce it.
Not at all. It's, it depends on the chef.
Okay.
It also depends on the demographic and the locations. I think I don't call myself a chef.
You are okay. So
let's get this. I did not go to culinary school,
and I don't think that matters.
And
because Big Mama was a chef
for sure, but I really really enjoy cooking. But everyone's calling me a chef, so I will say, as my first time on camera saying, as a chef. Chef Green out here in these streets, poking some mouths, holler at your boy.
Let's go.
I think we have extremely elevated palates, and we know that because we do put seasoning into what we do. We like it to taste wholesome, and we like that warm hug that food gives. You can do that with food,
right?
Without being like, let me drench it in sauce.
But you know why people drench it?
Why?
Because they don't season.
Right. Hey.
If you season it,
Take the Polynesian sauce out of Chick-fil-A, and I want to see if you're going back.
That's true.
I've
never actually had the Polynesian sauce. I've never understood it.
People go crazy.
I think it's a bit racist, to be honest with you, but never understand why they call it the Polynesian sauce. So E40 said, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Right.
So I think we need to caption our own. If you season it, you ain't got a sauce.
No, you need sauce.
What do you need sauce for?
Because it's part of a dish. This was our sauce.
Right.
It's gonna add.
It does add something.
Sauce should be treated like a garnish, and
there you go. At least
this is what the dish is all about.
Right.
Pasta drenched in sauce.
I don't like it.
It's now soup.
Yes. I don't eat pasta anymore with sauce in it. I actually just use olive oil.
One of my favorite pastas is spaghetti aioli, and it's spaghetti noodles, crushed garlic, crushed red pepper, olive oil.
I'm here for that.
And I think that's it.
That's all I need.
And
once I discovered spaghetti without sauce, I was like, why would you people ever put sauce on it again?
We do it at my restaurant, sell it as a side dish, flies out.
So it's really good.
And, and it amazes me, so many people get it because, I don't like a lot of sauce. So amen on the sauce.
This is how I feel about frosting.
On cakes?
I actually would prefer if there was just a place where you could just get cake. I don't want the frosting.
Okay.
It's too much.
What's your favorite cake?
Lemon.
Come on.
Yes.
Praise Jesus.
The black one.
Come on now. Hanging on your mama's wall. All right. That Jesus.
That Jesus.
With hair of wool and feet of bronze on a Sunday morning.
Next to JFK and
Come on
MLK.
Now. Come on.
Let's do it.
Come on now. And Obama. He done made that wall. Obama done made that
He made the wall.
He made the wall.
He made the wall.
He made the wall.
I love it. So I don't know that it's a good idea that you and I should be on camera together because we don't know how to act.
Hey, it is what it is.
This is too much fun.
It is fun.
Okay, so I got a few more minutes before I gotta go.
Okay.
And okay, listen, Kelly. Thanks to a certain person in my previous life, I have been told E40. That quote, if you stay ready, you got to get ready. That's one of my life mantras.
I love that.
Once I heard it, I was like, that's the math.
It is.
It is.
I love that.
It's
stay ready.
Stay ready.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about it.
For sure.
So what's next?
What's next? All right. So we got a ton of more episodes of Copious Amounts coming.
And where can they find all this? You know what? I have done such a terrible job today. I'm too busy eating, right? I didn't give you people all of the things. Now I have all this information for you people. You need to follow Kaimbr. Well done. There you go. I'm eating berries instead of doing my job. Forgive me.
IG, Twitter, Facebook at Kaimbr. Holla at your boy. And you can find Copious Amounts through my sites because I post a ton of it, especially on my Instagram. I like to send a lot of my people to Instagram.
Instagram is really easy.
It's go to my IG at Kaimbr and just scroll. You'll see music, you'll see videos, you'll see just a bunch of fun stuff. You'll see me, and you'll see my link to everything. My Linktree, Insta bio, one of those things. You just click it and then boom, you know what I'm saying? Your boy, holla at your boy, cooking with your boy, music videos, all that stuff.
When is the cookbook coming out?
So, we're working on it. We want to release it for Christmas.
Okay.
So we're gearing up. It's just expensive.
It is. So should we crowdfund?
Oh, I would love to crowdfund to do that. But yeah, we're working on it. We have about 5,000 pictures from Copious Amounts.
Okay.
So we want to turn it into a visual book.
A coffee table book type of thing?
With some recipes.
Oh, I love it.
And I've written some short stories about some of the guests and some of the things that we experienced. So it'll be like a really cool coffee book table.
I like that. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay.
We're working on trying to get that together now. So we're laying out the foundation and then, maybe we do a crowdfund and try to get that book.
I think people would totally support
a
Copious Amounts coffee table book. I think that's a great idea.
I hope so.
No, it's gonna happen. Let me tell you something. The sheer number of women of my crew supports heavy. They buy multiple books, child.
Yeah.
They will have book clubs behind your stuff.
Well, then perfect. I'm
they
about
will
to have
cook.
like 4 or 5 books.
They will cook the recipes, take pictures. These women are amazing.
I love it. But yeah, cookbook, copious amounts more episodes are coming. I recorded the Nino Green project, and I've recorded 4 projects since that.
Wow.
Yeah. I have a project with Nathaniel Starr out of Charlottesville, Virginia. He's huge. He's like one of Europe's top 10 artists right now.
Oh, that's lovely.
So we've been working together. I have a project with Judah that we recorded, a project with Applejack out of Atlanta.
Oh, I love Applejack.
We're recording 3 The God Way with me, Sean Bourne, and Dirty Church. We just had our first session on Friday, knocked out 4 songs, so we're going back in a couple weeks to finish that up. I want to shout out Tim Hicks. At his new rap name is Let the Dirt Say Amen.
Yes.
So God Hates Gucci is the name of his album coming out under Humble Monarch Records. That's Roddy and I's label.
He's amazing.
And so it's the 2-session theory. We did Black Earth in 2 sessions. We did Nino Green in 2 sessions.
Oh, nice.
He did 15 songs in 2 8-hour sessions.
That
and
does
he finished
not
up
surprise
in
me.
7 hours.
That doesn't surprise me.
And we geared him up for it. And, you know, it's the energy that we have in there. It's studio magic. It really is. To be a fly on the wall, you'd be lucky to, you know, see some of the things that we're doing. So I got a ton of music coming out, ton of more copious amounts. We thinking about doing a little dinner.
Y'all
party,
better get ready, because
hey,
yeah.
see this? You can come get it. Sprinkle it on your garnish hand game strong. Coming for all of y'all.
We're gonna have fun. Yes.
I want to tell you.
What do you want to tell me?
Thank you for what you're doing with 101.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you for putting on our city all these years and not thinking about yourself and, you know, putting us as artists first and giving us a platform, because it's that strength and that motivation that it kept me going.
Oh,
so,
sweet. Oh.
You know, I do think
like somebody cutting onions in here.
It's all right.
Okay.
It's all right. I saw a pollen fall.
Something happened. It's like allergies, plants in here. What's going on? You're absolutely welcome. Thank you for that. I don't know. I've always felt like
see that. That's how we do it, son. LSG.
I really think that we're underdogs, and I feel like it's the underdog's time.
Yeah.
You know, I just do. And I think because we create regardless, and because we do it because it comes from a place of destiny and depth, that we'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll always be creating.
Yeah. The ladder of success is never crowded at the top.
Look at you, quoting and doing things. Well done. You sound like a sage.
A sage?
A sage.
Like the leaf sage?
See, now he's just being funny for the sake of being funny. All this culinary humor is cute. You got a bad dad joke you want to end the show with? No? I
do, but I'm not going to do it.
You should totally do it.
Oh.
You should totally do it. Come on.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Just one.
I mean, listen, we're here.
In Hawaii, do they laugh really loud? Or is it just aloha?
Goodbye. On that note, we are out.
Aloha.
No. Thank you all for listening and joining in. I love you. All you people are amazing. I appreciate you for tuning in. I can't stand you. This has been so much fun. This is the official end of season 2. We'll be back in September with something else. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I have a feeling that it's going to be fun. So, you know, like, love, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Remember that we are all out here doing this work. So, you know, let's move with integrity and make sure that we all get to the top together. And with that, we are out, because this culture ain't going to make itself. Take care, everyone. Now, see, if I had a producer, I wouldn't have to switch all these things. See, look at it. I can't even switch over because I can't see. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we're out for real. Bye.